Hi there. I'm going to do a response video to MahaNomi's video challenge. 10 things that I've been resisting. So I wrote them down. So the first one is my son Warren is going to be moving in with his dad when he turns 6. So he's 4.5 right now, so that's another year and a half. And we've just started seriously discussing it, and it makes I'm resisting it. Every time I think of it, I get upset, and I don't really like talking about it very much with his dad. His dad is really excited about it, and I'm excited. I'm happy that he's excited because I know it will be a good thing for both of them. He's a good dad, and his son needs his dad. I think I've given my son as much as a mother can give him, and now it's time for his dad to give him all that his dad can give him. Because obviously you get different things from a mom and a dad, and I really do believe that a boy needs his father, and luckily for him, he has an involved, good father that wants to be a part of his life and stuff. So, I think that is important. So anyway, I've been resisting even thinking about it because it's upsetting. So what I need to do is just accept that it is the best thing, and also it makes me feel a little bit better, just thinking about that, that it's we're just kind of trying it out, so seeing how it goes and stuff like that. Like, I hope it goes good, but we might do just 1 year there, 1 year here kind of thing. So it's not going to be a permanent thing, and he'll be my son no matter who he's living with, or where he is, or how old he is, and also spending as much just awesome time with him as I can before he turns 6. So those are the things that I'm gonna do to kind of move past the resistance and accept that. That's the biggest thing right now in the resistance area. And number 2 is meditation, and going within. I don't know why I've been resisting it. Like, I've just I go on the computer, or I do housework, or I read, or I listen to audiobooks. I love listening to audiobooks. So I've been doing that instead of meditation and stuff like that. So I really should. I know that I should. I can see it in my life. Like, I can see the results of me not doing it, and I know that I should. So I'm going to schedule it in. That's what that's my action towards not resisting that, is I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna schedule it in, so I actually do it. And I think I might make a sacred space for myself, which is really tough to do because I have 3 kids and they're everywhere. They're just, they get into everything kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to find a sacred space. Maybe I'll make it in the bathtub or something. They don't like it there. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for that one. And number 3, asking for help. I've always had this one. I resist asking for help whenever I can, even when I need it really badly. Like today, I pulled something in my neck, and it was excruciatingly painful, and I was crying, and I didn't want to ask anyone for help. And eventually, like, when it got really bad, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to function like I need to function today, I phoned my mom. And my parents are awesome, helping me out and stuff like that, but still, I think it's a worthiness issue. I don't feel worthy of it or something like that. So I think me and my brother both have that issue, actually. So what I'm going to do to stop resisting and asking for help is practice feeling worthy. and maybe even assertiveness. So yeah, I'll practice feeling that, I guess. And then number 4 is taking my kids to the store. Almost every time I take my kids to the store, it's a disaster. So what I'm gonna do to help make that better is give them little jobs in the store, like, you know, get them to go get like 3 oranges or something like that, you know, make it fun for them. And also going at the right time. Timing with kids, little kids, is like everything. You know, I can't go right before a nap, or, you know, gotta do it at the right time for that, to get the response that I want. Number 5, getting my van looked at. I just spent $300 on getting a new starter. $300 of my Costa Rica fund. So I just was so unimpressed with that. Actually, I spent the $300 on the van, and then I felt like I was gonna puke. I actually had a physical reaction. I felt like I was gonna vomit, and I was like, wow, this is weird. I had never felt like that before with spending money. Never. So I think, and I think that I'm pretty positive that I do need to get it looked at. So what I'm gonna have to do is just get it looked at, like, because with vehicles, if you don't get it looked at when it starts, it's going to be a bigger problem down the line, cost more money and stuff. So I'm just going to have to kind of bite the bullet on that one. And I might have to ask my parents for help, which goes back to the number 3, asking for help. So you know, I'll have a lot to work on, I guess. But those are the 2 actions for, you know, resisting getting my van looked at. And number 6 is resisting raw foods, because cooked foods is comforting to me. And lately, things haven't been going smoothly in my life. Maybe because I'm resisting all these other things. But things haven't been going very smoothly, so I've been eating more cooked foods because they feel comforting to me, you know. And so what I'm gonna do to, you know, what the actions that I'm gonna do to help that is not be so hard on myself. If I don't eat raw foods, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it, and fit it in whenever I want to fit it in. Just, you know, just add them in whenever I can, kind of thing. I think I've been doing really good. It's just, you know, when I didn't know about raw foods, I thought my diet was fine, and then I find out about raw foods, and I'm like, oh my god, why am I eating all this? But then, you know, it's all about perspective, you know. Really, I don't have a terrible diet. So, okay, number 7 is painting. I'm a painter. Maybe a little glimpse. Yeah, that's one of my paintings. I really like it. I don't know if the video does it much justice. It's got a lot of detail, but I really like I'm a painter, so I've been resisting it because I don't know, my house is just like, I moved in November, so anyway, my stuff is kind of packed up and I don't really want to take it out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack it. So I'm going to kind of get organized. Basically, I have to be organized. And I'm going to do the same thing kind of with the meditation. I need to schedule it in. And I also am going to try to get inspired by looking at other art or whatever. I also had a kind of a cool idea. I just wanted to try this out. I wanted to like set up everything, get the canvas and get the paints and the brushes and everything like that, and then turn the lights off and put a song on, like a really kind of like emotional like song or whatever, like a song with a lot of feeling to it, and then kind of paint the song almost. I don't know. I just thought I should give it a try. I thought it would be cool. Number 8 is going outside. I love being outside, and it's amazing, and today was beautiful. But I have 3 kids, and one of them is 2, and she's resisting getting dressed. And it's cold out there, so, you know, you gotta put layer upon layer, and you gotta make sure everything's on all the time. And she always takes her mittens off, and my hands are cold, and I'm like, put your mittens back on then. And then she refuses. So, you know, going outside is like, it takes like half an hour to 45 minutes to get all 3 kids and myself outside. And then, you know, and then the youngest one wants to go in 5 minutes after we're outside. So it's really, you know, it's seeming more and more difficult and less time, and, you know, we spent outside. So I guess what I'm going to do is dress warm. Like, it's been cold, so also sometimes it's unpleasant being out there, even for myself. So I'm gonna dress warm, make sure the kids are dressed warm, be organized, you know, maybe plan to go outside, because it's also, with kids, it's also a timing thing as well. And making sure I have all the stuff right there, you know, like, you know, mittens, toques and stuff, just so they're warm and stuff. And they lose interest really quickly, so I gotta make sure that I'm ready. And also, actually today I got the older one to kind of watch the younger 2 for a little bit, and I snuck outside, just myself, and just for a few minutes, and that was just blissful. It was awesome. So those are the actions that I'm gonna take to stop resisting going outside. Number 9, working out. It's hard because the 2 younger ones, the 2 and 4, they see me working out, and I usually do Pilates, and you're kind of on the floor for that one. I do Pilates because I enjoy it. I like Pilates, actually. But they always hop on me, like, because I'm laying on the floor working out, and so they're like, oh, time to hop on, Mom, and stuff like that. And sometimes it's fun, and sometimes, rarely, but sometimes, you know, I'll lay out, like, you know, a blanket for them beside me, and they'll kind of do some with me. But yeah, not often. So what I'm gonna do is, I could do it when my kids are asleep. That's at night, so I have to work up a lot of motivation to do it at night. Or I could, you know, just timing as well. It could be a timing thing as well. Like, sometimes they go and play in the bedroom, and then I have like 10 minutes maybe until they come back out. So I could just drop everything and then work out for a little bit. That's a plan, you know, I can do that too. So let's see, oh my goodness, 13 minutes, it's long. Number 10, the last one, is going to bed on time. I've always struggled with this since I've been a parent, I think, is going to bed on time, because I put my kids to bed and then it's like cleaning the house and me time. And I guess I don't feel like I get enough me time during the day, so I have to fill it at night, like fill that me time at night. So I end up staying up pretty late. It's 12:41 right now. And I have to get up at 7:30, so it's not that bad. But anyway, I really need to go to bed, you know, at a decent time. So I guess what I could do is I could set a bedtime. Maybe I could go to bed at 11:30 or 12. Because right now, you know, I'm still doing this, so I probably won't go to bed until 1:30 or so. And that's regular. Or I could plan less at night, because I usually have a plan in my head of what I'm going to do at night, so I need to just plan less at nighttime. Looks like my time is up. I wanted to say a few other things about your video, so I guess I'll make another video or something. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Love you very much.